Why can't gardening gloves be like insulated for the winter? There are people in cold weather who have to garden. There should be. There should be some insulated. I wonder if there's anything out there. Someone let us know. But hey guys, welcome back. I have lots of things to get in the ground. It is 30 something degrees outside. It's freezing, so this is going to go pretty quick. So just to talk about some of the stuff that I have 3 roses right here and 4 peonies. Okay, the first flower that I have, which is a rose, is one of the climbing flowers. It's called a colette. It is really pretty. It's a pale pink. I think for some reason I'm drawn to pale pinks or like just bright colors. Like I have a lot of red and pale pinks, and I seem to really, really like that. So they have those right there. We'll put up a picture somewhere in this vicinity of what it looks like, but that is the Colette Rose. Then I also have the Veranda Cream, which is kind of more of a beigey, peachy, pinky color. Kind of, it's very pale, but those are really pretty as well. I don't think that one's a climber. And then the last one is Violet's Pride. So I think the only one that's a climber is Colette. If I'm wrong, I'll find out. But one of the roses are going to go up against this fence line right here. It gets quite a bit of sun during summer and spring. During the fall, winter, the sun doesn't hit it as much, but it's okay because it's not really its prime growing season for top growth. It's more like the root structures just really want to get down in there and to make the rose stronger for the next season. So we're going to get those in the ground. I don't know I'm going to put these just yet, but I do know I want the climber back here. I'm probably going to put it in the center because I have other climbing roses that I want, and I kind of want them to not be like pink, blue, orange, pink, purple, orange. I kind of want them to meld together. So I'm going to put the pink one in the center and then the other climbing roses on the outside. So hopefully they'll just interweave and this just be a mixture of different colors. And then the peonies, I have a couple of spots out in the garden that I want to put them in the back wall. And then another peony over near our shed. It's just cold. I can't deal. Like my hands are like ice right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump into it so we can get this done and get them in the ground. Oh, I just went down right in it. I'm so not used to the soil being like this. I'm gonna plop this puppy in the ground. I really like that they gave us these bamboo sticks each time because I use those for other things in the garden. um, it's just really helpful that you can just recycle and reuse a lot of stuff. Just a little blanket to nestle in. Okay. Yes. Okay. Chop all this stuff up. It's such clay soil. You know when you have clay soil, when the soil doesn't crumble at all, you have to kind of mush it back together again. I think I'm going to put one in this general area right here, and then I'm going to put one kind of over in this section over there because this is going to get kind of big, and I think over in that section will be good. It gets pretty good amount of sun, and then one right over in between these two, between the Incredible and a rose that I have as well. Now I have the ones in here are pink. I think they're the pink sunrise. And then the one over here is like an orangey pink. You can put that on the screen as well. And then this one is, I want to say it's some sort of cream, but I can't remember the name, but it's a white. So I'm going to put that right over here as well. And then one over here. Okay. So I am told that when I place them in the ground, they're only supposed to be, the root's supposed to lay horizontal, and they're only supposed to be a couple of inches above, like 1 to 2 inches of soil above the eye. And the eye that you use is the eye that's at the base where the root is, not the ones that's maybe sticking up higher above the root. So, because then you'll put the root way too deep. So I'm going to try this with my gloves on. I might not be able to do it with my gloves on. It's pretty icy under here, man. We have the root structure, which are these tuber kind of things right here. Then you have these eyes. If your eye was way up here, I would not put it so far that that's 2 inches under the ground. I would do it from whatever's closest to the base of the root, from what I can tell with looking this up. But double check. I could be killing all of my peonies. Typically, the first year, you're going to want, if you're a flower farmer or if you just to make sure the health of the plant, you don't want to keep the flowers the first year. And that's just to help the plant really establish and really do good with getting strong roots. Um, there we go. So I know the white one is in here. So this is what I was talking about before, where the root, the I guess the eyes are up here. I would not take this and put it further down. I would go based on like down here, closer to like right here. These are just gonna have to do their own thing, but I would go down further so that from where you start your 1 to 2 inches. So I wouldn't do 1 to 2 inches from this point. I would start 1 to 2 inches from this point. This might be closer to the surface, but that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully that will give me better luck. Lay it horizontal. Okay, not too deep. So this is the last area I'm going to put some of these peony roots down. Digging up the yard is so much fun. Just a little something down at the bottom. Spread that around. I'm going to lay this horizontally. And then we're going to cover it back up. All right, here we go. I think that'll stay. Let's hope I do not kill these. I've tried peony before and they just rotted out. Like when I went searching for them, they were mush. So I don't know if maybe I just had them too deep so that they didn't dry out well enough or what. But this one should go in here. And this one should go in here. A little bit more. All right, so I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Let's give you an overview of what everything looks like real quick. Okay. So we'll start over here. So those are the 3 hydrangeas that are pH dependent. In the front yard, they were doing that pink, purple, blue kind of color, and I have them dappled in between for my peonies. And then these, I want to say they're the punch ones, but I can't remember exactly what the name is. But they grow up, I think they're green, and then they turn like a punchy red color. All the ones I think I put in here are kind of like that. I don't think I have a limelight, which mostly stays green. I do have the not Invincible, but the, what are they? I think it was the Wee Bit Innocents are in these right here, which are very pale to the pH dependent ones. They're kind of pale blue, pale pinks, and they don't get that big. They only get a couple of feet tall and wide. So then over here, I have where my stakes are. Right here, I have the white one is right there, and then another, the orangey peach one is over there. I think that one's like the pink sunrise mix. So it's like orangey and pinks, and now another one is right there. These do get sun more than any other spot on this side. So I think they'll do really well just dappled in here. I'm going to come back and put the other roses in different places, but I kind of want to see what everything looks like before I put more roses in these spots. I'm thinking about putting one behind the fountain bird bath kind of thing, but I'm not too sure. I think it will get enough sun there because it's not really like dappled shade or just shade because it's kind of really bright. Our shade is kind of weird. We have deep dark shade over on that side because there's so many trees and brush, but over here it still gets a good amount of sunlight. It's kind of like bright open light but not direct sunlight, and I know a lot of roses need good direct sun, but for some reason we get a lot of baking high humidity, so I think they would like having a little rest if I put them right there. So we'll see if that will be a spot for the other roses that I want to put in. I might even put some where these guys are. I'm surprised they're even still alive at this point. They're, what are they? I can't think what their name are. We'll put the name on the screen because my brain is literally frozen. But these right here, I don't think they're perennial. They're the type of plant where they grow up, they drop seed, and then the seeds will come and produce more the next year. So as far as I know, they're supposed to die back to the ground. They haven't done that. This is the best they've looked all season, which is kind of funny. But I think I might put some roses back along there, but I'm not too sure yet because I want to put structural plants out first. But we'll see how that goes. So I do have these two right there. And then in the last place, I have these other two roses I have to put down, but I did get the Colette Climber, the Colette Rose right there. So it's going to grow up. It's going to get big and tall. I think it gets up to like 6 to 10 feet or something. I don't know. But our fence is only like 6 feet tall. So we'll have to train it up and keep it trimmed to a certain level, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. And then these are the bush type. I think if I'm not wrong, I could be completely wrong. They could be climbers. Both of these could also be climbers. But if they are the climbers, I'll have to look. I'll come back and I'll spot them on each side of the Colette. Anyway, so I hope that was fun. I hope you guys are having a ball wherever you are. Thanksgiving was great. I hope everyone else had a great Thanksgiving. You love my beanie, don't you? It's great. I have double layered gloves on with hot hands inside. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.